first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Throwing left side, and Watson has it. Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. 3rd quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw brought in by Watson. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 27-yard line. On first down, Rodgers. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Nice play call. A little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. Got a man. It's Tunyon. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw. And nice
one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. On 2nd and goal, Rodgers, touchdown! A.J. Dillon, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Packers have got it back to within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. A short kick taken at the 18. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Mercy, that's tonight like that.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
76 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll go again with Sanders. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. It's an Eagles first down on a
spot with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Sanders. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Hurts. Out route, and it's complete to Brown. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers 14. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Darius Slay with a pick. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. How good has he been throwing the football, though? And despite that incompletion, that's just the 3rd time he's been off target this entire game.
And Brandon, I've been on the other side of this equation, trying to defend a guy who's been this hot, and it chips away at your confidence. And when you're not confident when you're trying to defend, it makes you slower to the football, and it leads to more completions for them.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down. They run with Sanders off the option. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Hurts going to give it to Sanders on the option. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. And that one incomplete as it stops the clock, reading 18 seconds to go.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. In motion left, the tight end. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Eagles have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. On out the clock in that scenario, but they wanted to put their foot on the gas, get 1 more touchdown, and they did just that.
Well, partner, I would say the traditionalists not overly excited about that score. They'd like to see the game played a little bit differently. But what you can't argue with is their execution of that play, because it played out exactly as it was drawn up. It almost would have been a shame not to finish with such a well-run play.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation